Hanerot, 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 Halalu.
Master Social Hall, where we gather for Oneg Shabbats, dinners, and life cycle celebrations. Also, you will find in our social hall some wonderful cabinets where we have been able to display our confirmation pictures, our Shabbat lamps from the first buildings that have Jewish names on them, and a history written by Rabbi Pollock of the early congregation that includes its members. Also, in front of the stage, you will find the 10 Commandments from the second building. As we enter the temple, the ark is the first thing that we see. The ark is the heart of the sanctuary. Within it are the scrolls of the Torah, each containing the first 5 books of the Bible in Hebrew. Traditionally, God commanded Moses and Aaron to make a box to carry the law. This was referred to as the Holy of Holies, and this ark is found in every Jewish congregation's meeting place. The small Torah, which was in our original temple, was given by the founding families. The others have been given over the years. All are handwritten on parchment which has been sewn with sinews. There are no erasures. If an error is made, the entire panel must be replaced. When completed, it is wound in its entirety around 2 pieces of wood called the Tree of Life. The breastplates and crowns are adornments. The pointer, which is a yod, is for use in reading passages from the Torah, as the naked hand is not supposed to come in contact with the inscribed parchment. And the yod looks like it has a little hand with a finger extended. The mosaic panel to the right of the ark represents creation and life. Going counterclockwise from the lower right hand, we find the formless void of the beginning as black and deep purples. On the first day, God said, "Let there be light," so that the colors lighten at the end of each day. The second day is the blues and greens of the sea, the whites of the sky. The third day, with the creation of grasses, herbs, and trees, is entirely green. The fourth, at the top of the panel, represents the creation of the heavenly bodies with its blues and whites. The fifth day, with its creation of the creatures of the sky and sea, are of brighter shades of the second day. The sixth day culminates in a spiral, blending the colors of the earth, browns, blacks, reds, and yellows. This carries out the biblical verse that God formed man out of the dust of the earth, which came from everywhere. God rested on the 7th day. Therefore, gold, which used in the other panel to represent God, begins this day. It gradually fades to scarlet and maroon, darkening at the end of creation, to remind us of the Jewish doctrine that creation was not a single act, but is a continuous process renewed daily, and that it is the goal of man to strive to become the partner of God in the act of creation. Imposed on the mosaic is a mahogany tree with brass leaves, symbolizing Proverbs 3:18, which tells us, "It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and its supporters are happy." The tree of life bids us to take strength from the Torah, letting it manifest itself in our lives by ever striving for higher goals. The left mosaic panel represents the assertion that God, Torah, and Israel are one. God is symbolized in the upper third of bright gold and the Hebrew letters spelling the word Shaddai, a name used for God in Genesis and Exodus. Directly under the lettering, casting a continual glow on it, is the Ner Tamid, or eternal light. The light burns continuously in accordance with the biblical dictum, to cause a lamp to burn continually in the house of the Lord, reminding us that God is the Eternal One. The lamp itself is the shape of the Hebrew letter Yod, often used to represent God in rabbinic shorthand. Below this is an abstraction of a scroll topped by a brass crown, conveying the idea that the Torah is truly Israel's crown. To represent Israel, there is the menorah or seven-branch candelabrum. This relates to the book of Exodus, when the artists were commanded to make a seven-branch candlestick for the tabernacle in the desert and the temple in Jerusalem. The ram's horn is connected with the story of the binding of Isaac in Genesis and is still used on our high holiday services. Beginning at the bottom of this panel and extending up each side are 6 sections of different colors representing the 12 tribes of ancient Israel. Atop the ark are the 2 tablets of the 10 Commandments inscribed in Hebrew, with the first 2 or 3 words of each. It is to remind us that we should live our lives by God's holy commandments. This traditional symbol has been the basis of Judaism through all generations. Thus, this with our Torahs combines the old with the new to take forward to the future. Perhaps the most unique feature of the mosaic wall decoration is the use of the words as a kinetic, artistic addition to the service. The words in Hebrew were selected and adapted from Psalms 101 and 130. A song of righteousness and judgment I will sing unto the Lord, and out of the depths I cry unto you. The happy psalm lies over the sad, its colors brighter and more cheerful. Yet the secret of the kinetic art lies under each panel, where a clip will hold 1 candle per tile. Words and phrases can now be used to highlight each type of service in the sanctuary by lighting the candles under the tiles. Weddings and bar mitzvahs or bat mitzvahs will have the top row lit. Memorial services will have the bottom lit. Hanukkah and festivals may have all of them lit. The wall itself becomes part of the service through its decoration. This is truly a novel idea in the world of worship and art. The wall was consecrated on December 14, 1985, during the holiday of Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, with all the candles burning brightly. In this hallway is the wall of presidents of both men and women who served in leadership capacity of the congregation. Here are our classrooms, where we teach the children about Judaism and Hebrew, which is under the direction of Kelsey Laudenheimer.
Hello, my name is Kelsey Laudenheimer. I am in charge of the religious school here at B'nai Israel Temple.
This film was made possible by Rabbi Judy Kaplan Ginsburg, Dovie Milstead, Crystal Matthews, Kelsey Laudenheimer, Jackie Rosenberg, and Sandra Blake.